What is the big news in Grand Rock?
I'm looking for a movie. I read your article. Yeah, very similar to the movie. So you want to know the movie?
That'd be great. We're turning things around.
I'm sorry, Leonard, it's not enough.
We need something with some scandal to it, something with a conspiracy element.
Something they can't resist.
The Citizen, they're sending a reporter.
Leonard, why does a secret organization have a website?
Which movie are we doing this time?
I'll tell you which one that one. It's a comedy that's literally making headlines. Big news from Grand Rock is a movie that tells tall tales. And today we are joined by two of the leads, Ennis Esmer and Meredith McNeil. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
It's fantastic.
Let's start off right away, my friend, with why you are sporting a skirt this morning.
I'm actually wearing a mini skirt here, and I'll explain why. Basically, about 10 days ago in Turkey, a woman named Özgecan Aslan was sexually assaulted and murdered, and it's obviously a horrible event, and it's shone a light on a lot of the problems in the system in Turkey in terms of the proliferation and failings of prosecution of domestic violence and violence against women. And basically people started protesting, wearing black. There was hashtags, wear black for Özgecan, and then a TV show host went on Twitter and said, if women are wearing miniskirts, they have no right to make a fuss about what happens to them. So obviously that's appalling. And so basically men, it actually started in Azerbaijan, but outside of Turkey, inside Turkey, started wearing miniskirts, putting them on Instagram and Twitter and saying, okay, if a miniskirt's asking, for this, then what are you going to do? I'm wearing a miniskirt. So as a Turkish human male person myself, I just felt that I wanted to support that.
Good for you. Show of solidarity and using, your celebrity to do so is amazing.
If it could help in any way that I am sometimes on television, sure, that'd be great.
And it already has sometimes on television.
Yeah.
You've had an amazing career. Film, TV.
Yeah, we made a movie. Okay.
You're kind of everywhere, right? You made this movie, and you're so amazing in it. Let's talk first of all about the premise of the film, because it's very poignant in terms of the digital information age and how we're trying to keep up with all the changes. So it was shot in Ontario. Yay to that.
Yeah. Yep.
Whereabouts?
Midland, Ontario. We shot the whole movie in Midland.
Loved it there.
It was fantastic. We spent a month up there.
Hung out in all the shops.
They dug a pothole for us.
Right?
There's a pothole.
I know.
There's a pothole in the script, and the roads are so pristine they don't have any potholes. So we got them to make one, and then they filled it in. It was great.
Talk to us a bit about the plot here, because here you are this journalist who's trying to make waves in a town that's super quiet and sleepy.
Yeah.
And the newspaper's struggling. It's local, and of course you get the big guys coming in, and everyone's using their iPhones and iPads and everything else in the digital information era. So you're trying to stay relevant by going to your buddy at the video store.
Yeah, well, basically, I play a character, Leonard Crane, who means well. He wants to save the paper before it shuts down for good, and he sees a movie on TV and thinks, oh, this movie could work as a story, and then he goes to a video store, and clerk played by Aaron Ashmore, he suggests a movie, not knowing why I'm asking for it. I'm asking for like a plausible, local-feeling movie, which is a weird thing to ask for if you're asking for a movie to watch. And then the next day I come back on the store, and he's like, oh yeah, I read your article. And kind of without saying it says like, I know what you're up to. But then he starts feeding him more stories. The paper starts doing better. Advertisers start coming back, and then they get a little too good at it, and they start to get more salacious with the stories, and kind of blows up in his face.
And enter you.
Yeah. So I hear about these fantastical stories, and I think I'm going to make my way down there, which I do. I think one of the reasons I really make my way down there is to jump on board these stories. I really kind of want to believe that some of these are true.
Have journalistic integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's sort of naive in her own way, although it's sort of like City Mouse, Country Mouse, sort of come together.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty, it doesn't take long before I'm on to
Well, you really
Leonard.
don't buy it.
Not at all.
Yeah, because I mean that's the whole thing is we turn Leonard into a guy who just basically does not know when to shut up. So I'm just digging holes the whole time.
But then there is a story where, well, you have to watch. It has some legs. Then you have to see what happens. It takes a turn at the end.
Yes.
Let's talk about the stellar cast. Let's talk about the legendary Gordon Pinsent. By the way, good morning, Gordon. He watches BT every morning. I know this because I met him years ago, and he told me, and I was like, "You watch our show?" He is the most down-to-earth, generous man.
Not on set. He is a diva without parallel. Oh my God.
So rude.
No eye contact. No please. No thank you.
Green M&Ms.
Yeah.
Green M&Ms.
No, he was amazing. He would like introduce himself to you, to like that you wouldn't know who he was.
You wouldn't know who he was.
No, absolute professional. More professional.
Well, I mean, except for this guy. Obviously, he's one of the most iconic actors in Canada that there ever has been, and we're doing a scene together, and I was nervous until the first time he cracked up while I was on, like they were shooting my side of it, and he broke. And I was like, Gordon, get it together, man. What's wrong? We're like running out of time. And I was like, what did I just say to Gordon Vincent? Like,
get it together.
Yeah, it was joking, but I mean, people would come up to him on the street. We were sitting outside waiting for setups and all that, and people would just walk right up to him, not even like, excuse me. They just shake. He knows the deal.
Yep.
They talk. My father met you here. My sister loves this and whatever. And it was incredible.
And it's a family's affair. His daughter's in the film as well as her husband.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool to see the different generations of Pinsents working together.
It was a real coup by Markham Street Films to get all three of them. It's a package deal.
Guys, congrats. It's called Big News from Grand Rock, and it opens today all across the country. Go to breakfasttelevision.ca. Are we having a moment?
We are.
What would the headline be today for all the reviews, the fact that it's opening? What would the headline be? The
Greatest movie in Canadian history,
Yep.
breaks every box office record. Canada's super rich.
Hashtag still humble.
Hashtag still humble, yeah. Hashtag humble, hashtag blessed.
Cam, over to you. Having a moment. Celebratory.